And we are back 2 hours later. Overtime, left early. Wasn't an official day anyway. Niggas, an hour and 15. Cool, now he's back. Sunrise is coming up. Still haven't smoked anything, even though I will. Even though I plan to. But I'm feeling better each moment. I'm having a healthier, open discussion with my feeling dynamics. And so, I'll put the book in my bag. But, and so, in the midst of the letting go process, the choosing yourself, whatever all this, healing from a relationship and anxious attachment, yada 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 shit says, I think I just keep recognizing one thing.
Yes.
There's three things actually. She lives in New Jersey now. You live in Arizona. As I love Mariba and Jade on Sandstorm because you look. It's like you want somebody who can text back. You want somebody who wants to read, who wants to grow, who doesn't let themselves go, and then who doesn't act like it's nothing to let go. And if this is the price you pay for the person that you then become on the other side, you know that it helps you become 10 times a better communicator than you once were. I mean, if it wasn't for The Mastery of Love, Don Miguel Ruiz, Our Return to Love, Marianne Williamson, No Mud, No Lotus, The Art of Communicating, Anxiously Attached, thank you, Jessica Baum, Daniel Coleman, Emotional Intelligence, Social Intelligence, Paul Conti, Trauma, Charles, Super Communicators, Nicole LePere, Do the Word, Be the Love You See. If it wasn't for some of this shit, or the Let Them Theory, Mel Robbins, if it wasn't for like the dynamic that made me continuously try to problem solve and think, I probably would be a little less emotionally healthy, mature, aware. Goddamn, I gotta turn the TV down. But let's get to it. Let's have a good day. Let's fucking. I'm uploading everything today. Who gives a fuck? This is just a personal Sean's secret reading vlog type shit. Like, I'm not trying to think I'm about to make a career off of this shit. No, I just want to have my readings. It's like guilt tripping. Like, I gotta be consistent. And I used to just do one Pomodoro a day, but now I want to up that to at least an hour. Cause alright, and that's another thing that really helps out, I guess, too. Is like, if the dynamic was any healthier, you might have aligned more on healthy habits. So what didn't you align on that felt like a chore? You want to read? You want to, like, I don't know how to grow with this person in any way outside of what do you want to eat, watch, and maybe a little retail therapy. So then what does that make time for? Well, you know that you want to get into nursing because instead of psychiatry and at the rate of displacement and change, November 5th to 2025, you better hurry the fuck up. You've been fine with working warehouse jobs while you read and study and yada yada yada, but now you're like, alright, what the fuck is holding you back? Because you only have like 5 hours a day. You have let's say you have 6 hours a day. You sleep for 7. You work for 8 to 9, 15. An hour, let's just throw an hour for commuting, getting ready. Literally 20, 30-minute commute. Let's make that 2 hours for intermediary bullshit. Getting ready, dogs, and travel, 2 hours. Plus work, that's like 10 and a half. Plus sleep, you got like 18. You got like 5 to 6 hours left. You're gonna watch a show, play a game, watch an anime. You got like 4 hours of your day to Hesse, Inclex, fucking Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind, Good Energy, The Prophet, Own Your Past, Change Your Future. And the things that took away from that process was, how do you feel? What do you want to eat? What do you want to watch? Are you depressed? Are you okay? Here, you should see this thing about cultivating your values. You should learn this thing about communication, or watch this, fucking Chris Williamson and Forgot that lady from Britain. Louise Perry podcast. Watch The Secrets to Success with E.T. That's the one thing you kind of did pick up over this. Watch this, do this. Come on, grow and learn. You couldn't. You couldn't hold this person accountable. You can't save somebody from themselves. It sucks to feel an old abandonment wound because the way that things have. When the last time I saw somebody, I didn't know the next time I'd see them, I would only have a week with them. So it then rushed a lot to the forefront of like, why are you acting like this? Yo, fuck you. What a bitch. What a fucking avoidant. Yeah, who cares? I read this book a year ago. I take my responsibility. Like, you don't want to try to scapegoat somebody. That's pretty pissy to scapegoat somebody's daughter who supposedly thought you had loved in a deeper way because you saw a future potential if some things in the dynamic got healthier. But two people can have a healthy dynamic. You can't dance with somebody if they stand still. You could spin all around them and cha-cha all you want. Dance with the Stars to hit your ass with a 0 because that shit was not harmonious. It did not flow. And while I'm dancing around and cha-chaing for her and she on the couch, it did not flow. Choose yourself. So this is a real process of learning how to love myself or choose myself at the highest level and stop investing in something that won't give a healthy return. I'm ranting to myself. All right, this is now just. I think I'm gonna upload all 5 videos today with different titles. Or you should do no, because I don't have time to read every day and not keep uploading. So I need to start something new while starting with today. And today, hopefully, I finish The Body Keeps the Score, and that's wrapped up, so I can have a more. I need to just get better with how I think I want to do this. I'm just ranting. Every day I just hit record and I'm like, I gotta go to work, but fuck, this is something that it's a passion project. It's fun. That's it. This is what you do daily. This is what you would want to do daily. And if you had a message to the culture, the world, stage, to anybody and everybody, it'd be like, honor the written word in the physical form more. Yeah, you read a lot of written word, you text, there's Nook, Kindles, and all the engagement with attention platforms possible. But attention is the essence of our soul, our psyche, our experience, our everything. What you attend to some level, and yada, yada, yada. Rebuild your attention, have a high quality attention, prefrontal cortex, and, modulate that relationship to instant gratification or pleasure, like Anna Linky said in Dopamine Nation. The proficient, the next generation are those who can modulate or control the relationship to pleasure. Yeah. And so, I got to cultivate my ultra learning projects, a trip to Japan, a career move, and all the things I wanted to do in my free time now that I have more me time. Sorry, man. Big dog. Yeah, she gone, big dog. And I gotta let you go. I gotta do something with you. I can't have you in here 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. My dad don't want to take you back. My sister, nobody. Your old family dog that became my boy. Ziggy, get into the video. Big dog. We won't have each other forever. Maybe this next 2 weeks. I gotta let you go too. I'm 10 years living with last 3 with her. Now you gotta go do you. I want to put you down, but then I don't want you to have a painful death. But I also don't want you to feel like you're waiting on me, man. Waiting on a guy to come back that's not coming back, and now you're in the pound or with some random lady who don't know yet. She don't know your spots in your ears. She don't know how you get giddy in the morning and how you just need to bury your head into somebody. But this 10-minute video, I guess, is just going to be out there. I'm not even reading. I'm going to upload the reading videos and then upload a 10-minute liminal rant. In between space. Because this is the day I'm taking it serious. Fuck those mornings. Today I'm going to figure something out. It's 7:32 a.m. I will record myself finishing this book. So I got 70 pages. Sheesh, 58. I'm on 70. I got almost 100 pages. I'm about to get to work. I'm actually literally... What are you about to do? I would say start reading as soon as possible. You just set yoga for like 11 a.m. And you're doing 101 instead of yin. Add effects using hand gestures. That's crazy. FaceTime updates. Either or. Yoga 101 at 11. 7:32. I'd want to eat breakfast and calm down. So maybe get high. I don't like saying that. Smoke a little bit. Take a bowl hit. Got to watch on, meditate, and do yoga. Smoke. Read. Stop waiting on the good morning. The bitch is up. She saw my story. I just took a picture of this beautiful moon. Stop waiting on the good morning from somebody who doesn't care. And keep moving forward. This is a lesson to learning what you don't want. You can't want what you don't want. Do I want her? Yes. But as the way she was forever? No, hell no. And if they say if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. You want her with like 3 contingent caveats. Yeah, I want you. But only if you are going to commit to working out on some level. I'm not going to be with somebody who got up to a fucking heavyweight in the UFC's weight. And who doesn't see that as a, what do you call that? An undermining of other areas of their life. Like you could recognize this. You call yourself obese. You'll laugh about it. But how do you think that makes you feel, you fucking idiot, when you feel tired or unmotivated or depressed? Why do you think that is? Because your physical and mental diet in this last, not to say the last, one of the last like 2-3 years have been bullshit. I couldn't even get you to read one book, and I think in the last 4, I'm up past like 50 or 45. But I guess since it's my parents also, I'd say sometimes if they didn't divorce, I probably wouldn't have been like, they didn't figure it out because they didn't fight and they didn't have the education. But I'll figure it out because I'll make the space, I'll give the time, and I'll educate myself on I'm a Virgo. I'm going to analyze all the shit that wasn't and what could be. And then I'm going to communicate that thanks to books about healthier forms of communication. And yet, they could fall flat because you can't meet me at a level that you haven't met yourself yet. And I know you haven't met yourself yet because I worried about you many times when it's just like on the day off, you're like, I want to eat something sweet, I want to smoke, I want to have coffee, and I want to really do nothing. I'm like, whoa, what do you want, dude? That's not a life of meaning. That's not a life of fulfillment. At least come to the gym with me. This is steam. Because, sauna, I read your mitochondrial dysfunction with women and your metabolism and brown fat and yellow fat and the burning and I get you greens. You should watch your gut microbiome and serotonin and like, it's just been you. It's gonna suck and I'm gonna vent and I'm gonna look like an emotional bitch to my future self, to whoever I'm with in the future possibly. I'm gonna look how I look. But I'd rather not be as fearful of that, putting yourself out there. People, they have different ways of living. Oh yeah, I'm kind of piling more shit up on our desk. I didn't even put that back up because it was messy, but this won't be in the background forever. I don't know how I'm going to use this wall, but it's going to be different before I move out of this apartment. Because she'll be moving out, but I'll be here. And I'll change it around and then I'll move out. And that's the thing. Do you want to focus on moving out before you get to Japan? possibly. There's always that dream of like, what does the medical infrastructure of Japan need? I don't have enough Japanese in me though, but I would not mind living out there. Fukushima? No, there's so many areas. I don't know, Kyoto. Give me 6 months out there. It's not like you see your parents every day, your mother every day. And it's not like you don't have a lot of work to do. But there's a lot of this world to experience still. I ain't been to a club. I ain't been to a bar. I ain't been to a strip club. I ain't had a threesome. Not like that I needed to. I've been Mr. Morale. Oh, let's communicate. Let's heal. Let's grow. Let's do all this fucking shit. Let's be Mr. Faithful while you get caught up in the lies. Not physical, but you got caught up in enough little lies. And me still hold on to something sick. What's wrong with you, brother? Alright. Let's take a bowl hit and then possibly just read from here. Another hour upload. Who the fuck cares, nigga? It's just for you. Take off your belt. Grab your water bottle. I'm not gonna make tea. You feel me? Gotta do it for my boy Young down here. Future tattoo. This is how I gotta feel. I gotta stop taking shit so serious. But let's go get a bull hit and keep moving forward. You can't be messy or waiting on somebody who checks Instagram before they be willing to even say good morning. And if they don't want to say good morning, what the fuck are you saying good morning for? But it's like the contrast of trying to be, oh, we should go see a movie when I get back. We should go to dinner. We should go to dinner. Are you saying that for me? Or are you just, I don't know. Yo, that's the thing about change too. I should learn from Gen V and My Hero Academia and everybody. Like, yo, without the pressure, there is no quirk evolution. Shit, until you get rid of Mel, you can't have a funnier Mona on the podcast, as Joe Budden would say. I don't know as would say, but that's one nigga I know who's born on the 31st. Crazy contrast, right? Alright, I'm not even gonna edit this. I'm about to just I'm not gonna edit shit until I learn how to fucking edit. Who cares? Learning self-regulation, but I'm gonna take a hit first. Learning self-regulation. Focus on your breathing. I'm about to inhale and exhale. Even though I've been feeling great. I've been feeling the resurgence of energy for sure. Even though I got 4 hours of fucking sleep and went in for an hour. I feel pretty clear and good, but I feel like I'm on the cusp of still going deeper. And I'm gonna go as deep as possible, but I just say I don't want to be on a come down too much or too high before yoga. Like last time I was pretty high in yoga. I want to go into yoga and then it'll be like 12 I'm getting out. I might hit a light workout, hit a steam sauna. So I'm going to smoke now and really focus on this next hour of organization, deep reading, deep work, and then hydration, nutrition, watch Sonda. If not watch Sonda, finish Physical 100 Asia. And then one thing that I need to do if I haven't done like the bare minimum environment shit is journal. journal and loving kindness meditation for forgiveness. Like a bitch. Not like a bitch. Let me stop saying like a bitch. Stop talking to myself like that. The shit that you repeat sticks. The shit that you repeat sticks on some level. And I think I'll be learning as the time goes by, because the time is going to take itself that there's a lot of things I'd like to fill my time back up with that weren't me worrying about somebody else's developmental process, future in this world, and mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health. So I do, but I also want ahead, boy. Well, who whispers out? What the fuck am I? What am I thinking of? Oh, I was thinking of the fucking Barbarian. That one YouTube shit. But yeah, you got the School of Life. You got so much shit to catch up on and watch. And if I could sit down and truly watch anything, it would be the grief thing. Again, through Andrew Huberman, Grief. And that's it. But alright, I'm too distracted. It's 21 minutes in. It's alright. I'm not a streamer, but I do appreciate in like real life processing of shit. Cause otherwise, everything's overly produced. Like, you think about Instagram, I don't know, it's like everybody's on a pseudo reality TV show trying to good angle and say the right things and have this sense of self manufactured. Maybe that's why I wasn't that active on the gram, because I never really felt like putting on airs too much. Just be like so. Look at me. But now, Saba. I feel like Saba. Nigga got a song called Itachi. Let's hear what you got, Saba. Not right now. Stankonia. I fucking hate that cover, Tyler Creator. Son of Spurgy. I don't give a fuck about no R&B like that. I don't need to lean into it. I got all the shit that I need. Alright. You about to read. Do you want to get... I gotta build my little reading playlist up with Luke Faulkner today after this. I'm just gonna finish the chapter out. I'm gonna get a rereading session later, so I'll stop this at like 45 minutes. I gotta figure out how to even hold this shit on my laptop. My laptop. I'm gonna get camera angles down, but dry it good, but The field governs the particle. He who holds his breath loses it. He who lets it go finds it. That's some shit you really gotta hold deep. All these fucking posters. Man. Alright, remember that. All behavior is driven by the desire to solve a problem. That's it. Your habit system is just a series of automatic solutions that solve the problems and stresses you face daily. And I think the more, as Kalani said, you find your self-worth and you forgive, you stop having to wrestle with explanations and closure. You know what you brought to the table. You know what you wanted. You know what wasn't being communicated back to you. You know what wasn't changing in the behavior over the last few years. And you know objectively somebody wasn't taking the best care of themselves, and the manifestations of that lack of self-care became coping with sugar and more screen time, and you couldn't put a break on that for them because you can't bring horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can pour water down a dying, dehydrated man's mouth, and he might turn his face away to go like a. It's like you're putting a leash. A dog wants to go for a walk, but nigga, you bring his leash and he's like, get that shit away from me. Like, brother, I'm trying to give you what you want. And I thought I was trying to give you what you want, but I guess you got to see it for yourself that you were in the way. And I got to see for myself that I was in the way of what I want. Damn, that's good. Damn, the mirror. People reflect. People are mirrors. I got to get out the way. What do you want? A gym book bag. If you had a girl, right, it doesn't matter the race, and she was into three things. I mean, she was competent, had curiosity, and had charisma. Okay, 3 C's. Competent, I said actually, not confident. She's competent, aka intellectually based. Not to say she got to be a PhD, anything, but competent. Curiosity, like you gotta have a thing that you want to find yourself in. You find yourself through your curiosity, because through your curiosity you cultivate interest, and your interests become your personality, or through your interests you start to cultivate a personality, a sense of self, a perspective. What are people outside of their interests? What is an opinion? Outside of judgments, there's interests. People, ideas, concepts, places. And those interests form their identity. You're interested in cars and football, so you're a mechanic who watches the games. I don't fucking know, but y'all get what I'm saying. I'm interested in this experience of riding a skateboard. Do you identify as a skateboarder? Some people are interested in travel. They identify with a different set of values that keeps them looking for a different set of solutions to that inner, let's say, as I think said, problem, because all behaviors are driven as a desire to solve a problem. Yada yada yada. I got to read now. I can feel the high and the rank going on. It's 30 minutes in, boy. But going forward, that's good enough. Strong bullets after being up for 5 hours, 4 hours. This is just good too, because this open journaling, this messiness, this word vomiting. I honestly think, even though you do feel like you're changing your tone and your pitch, like you're still being reserved in some way, I would say it's going to be a great process of meeting yourself in a different way. And look, everything you would have said there, you could tell yourself. You could take care of yourself. You could tell yourself. You can rant to yourself. Rant to the ether. Write it down. Record it. Post it. Put it out. Journal it. Find a group. Get a gym partner. And then shit. Alani's reading the same book. And the girl at work. Fucking today was just. She's been very kind to me out of nowhere. And that's just. Oh, that's her name is Addie. Cool. Not kind, just doing her job. Don't want to be there. Oh, no, it's called working in the front. You say hello to people. Don't be a good boy. Let's go with the end of the chapter. And use some new colors. Yes. Where the fuck did I put that green at? Yeah. Can't be. Oh. That's the good thing. I'm not gonna worry about that just yet, but you can't be losing color. What the fuck is going on here, you know? Woo! Fastest path to psych nursing. Here we go. I feel like a bitch sometimes. I gotta stop calling myself a bitch in every way. Just because you like to butterfly your legs, your knees. Talk bad to yourself. Just don't like feeling, I guess emotional, less than, or rejected, or whatever you could call it. Self-regulation, self-control. Already. Just a second yoga class. Really good. I'm about to go on my second. This girl is talking about cutting herself post yoga and just being disconnected from her body and habits to where she treats herself bad. I'm like, I wonder if that correlates with like doing less than or receiving less than, because I feel like I don't take care of myself enough, especially with this last stress trip. I mean, I do a lot, but that whole idea of just, to me, drinking enough water has been generally the biggest roadblock to me having great health. Was, as Matt Frazier would say, the two best things for performance are the hacks that people don't recognize: quality deep sleep and quality hydration. I didn't sleep good last night, but I do take magnesium now. But my hydration is still the last 72 hours. Last week, it's been piss poor. Last month, talk about a year. 35% of your year is being hydrated. God, if I would I would want to tell her this is what she experienced too at some point, but because that's, to me, that's a perpetual thing now with screen overuse. We do not truly know ourselves unless we can feel and interpret our physical sensations. We need to register and act on these sensations to navigate safely through life, while numbing or compensatory sensation seeking. What is the overstimulus world of constantly being semi-gratified by entertainment's allure, or call it a digital pacifier? It's a sensation seeking. Boredom is overwhelming. Meditation couldn't do that. Sitting still and to be able to focus the mind and read, it's not stimulating enough. And as it continues, it may make life tolerable. The price you pay is that you lose awareness of what is going on inside your body, and with that sense of being fully, centrally alive. So somebody started to possibly, over time, like, because you were very much so alive and active, and you see somebody kind of just feeling humdrum and fading away, but their behaviors can't change. You can't change them. You could pull her out the dynamic she's in, but then she steps right back into her own dynamic by choice. I bet you got her to watch a few animes. Not a few books or yoga sessions. Never even touched her mat, brother. Did it a few times. Alexithymia. Expectations rise to a peak and then fall. Body awareness changes your sense of time. And trauma. I never thought about doing yoga in moments of, as Holt says, the horniness, the alone, you're either horny, / maybe hungry, angry, or anxious, lonely. I don't know the last two. You're tired. Before you do anything too rational, remember, Holt. Am I horny? Am I just hungry? Am I just being angry or feeling alone? Is this? Nah, I think that's angry. L is lonely. T is something else. But like, alright, you feel like you're anxious. You could cry. You're overwhelmed. You can't stop ruminating, because that's also the thing that might be a little backlash with the weed. I mean, I was feeling great, but I know, of course, nighttime, I have a sleep aid, but sometimes you just might feel a little shaky around the night. Empty bed, quieter place if you're not constantly distracting yourself or being at work. But you ever think about, there's a few yoga positions you could probably practice holding as almost a full mind-body reset, and then refocus your attention, just like the book says. Like, you have to watch the unconscious context that can be born of an irrational negative emotion and based appraisal of a circumstance that isn't real. Because half of what we imagine to be true is true. It's your perspective. But are you going to cultivate a context that it's a lie, that is self-soothing? Your relationship to the perception you cultivated your context, a story of hope or despair, bound in comparison. Well, you gotta watch all the, you could control a lot about how you feel if you can control about how you interpret and appraise. A lot of it is just so unconscious, I believe, for most. It's immediate. What's more immediate than instant? Like a dog. Instincts. Primal appraisals. That does help in class. That whole, we'll be holding this position for a certain amount of breaths. Alright, I can make it there. So that is the trick of emotional distress, is the feeling of forever. And that's the issue with, let's say, avoidance with people. And that's why you gotta lean into it as much as possible. As even Brian said, feel sad, let it cut deeper. Don't try to feel it a little bit and be like, irrational. because you get to this point of, I don't know how to really say this, but start of sentence, intense physical sensations unleash the demons from the past that have been so carefully kept in check by numbing and inattention. Now, one could say that through my stress that you've been doing numbing, or you smoked way before this. I've been smoking for now. If I graduated at 17, I've been smoking since 15, and now I'm 30. You smoked during finals at Laverne, brother. It wasn't like I've smoked in my car while having I gotta go take a human physiology phys test. I'm a senior. This I gotta graduate. Gotta be B plus. I remember 88, some shit like that. But so you smoking before work isn't too indicative to me of numbing, but you have been smoking more. But see, not to say you guys know me or if anybody's watching, but the whole idea is that I'm very attentive to it. Now that does cause issues with rumination, but when I hold awareness, I believe with where is the vector coming from? You're telling the story out of imagination, out of hope for a future, out of anger, out of like the feeling of death or letting go, out of fear, out of rage. Like, there's so many different lenses that don't make you as objective as you think you are. And I think I hold a lot of space to that. I'm trying to distill it. I don't know the process of distillation. If they spin that bitch like a centrifuge, if it's lit on fire, the fuck. But I think of attention as like a light, a fire. And I think the more you attend to it, the more you burn through the fog. And the more you burn through the fog, the more you could find the door that you need to grab, I believe, to get through this space. It kind of makes sense, right? You're in a space. Almost like jobless reincarnation. You wake up in a space, white space, full of fog. You can't really see. But any direction you really pay attention to clears this fog, so you could watch your steps, know where you're going, and see the direction you want to take yourself in. But you can't find the direction you want to take yourself in if you're looking down, like up, like distracting. You have to look into the fog in some direction. You may fear. That's like, because, I'm thinking of like fear in the dark. You may fear looking into the fog, but until you do, you won't find your direction. It's kind of like finding the self. I know Dr. K says something like that to some extent, like wading through deep waters, rough waters, but there's treasure at the bottom, but there's shit first. And that the price is to pay is through negative emotion, but with enough, there's a blooming, there's whatever. %, dropout. Effects of a weekly yoga class. Damn, after 20 weeks, chronically traumatized women developed increased activation of critical brain structures involved in self-regulation, the insula and the medial prefrontal cortex. And if you make yourself go to NAS, it'd be like the MCS, medial mid-cingulate cortex. It's like dope discipline, I believe. Something like that, making yourself consistent. Hey man, you about to show up tomorrow. Did you show up yesterday? It was the day before. Yoga 101 today, huh? Yin was dope, it was slow. Yoga 101, could go to a different gym too. Went to Norterra, but you could check Arrowhead. Oh, good. Look who's up, folks. See me with the good morning. Hope you're having a great day so far. Did I not want that? I don't know. I did want that. I wish. I don't know. I'm in the in between space, right? I'm high. I'm also partially feeling relief and seeing hope in the future. Then I'm partially still sad because what else would you want for that person you once loved? Like, do I want her to like gain weight and lose herself and fall apart? I don't know. That makes me think I don't want her to anybody to have the best of her, I think, and that's the sad part. Like, she's gonna find the best at some point. You want it to be the one to get her there so you can have her and be with her, but it may not be you. But it's been with 3 women, brother. 4, but 3 multiple times, right? How about that? one stand with like. There's a lot out there. Some random Indian Japanese mix, Nigerian queen. I'm just talking, but it's like I don't know. I want to communicate, right? But that whole dialogue when somebody does this to you in these last few months, and then wraps it up in like I don't plan to stay in Arizona. Well, like they're like, oh, what does that mean? Bitch, you think I'm trying to retire out here? My parents got divorced. My mom was taking care of my grandpa with dementia. I helped. I jumped out. Existential depression. Then you came out to GCU. We stayed with me and my mom. Like, shit fell apart with her semi-mental health until my mom ended up not doing things in the proper way, losing her faith. But then we found ourselves a new spot, and everything was like growing and figuring out. Then I started reading there. I started working at REI and doing things, and then we just slowly started to fizzle out as I don't know, the discussions just start to go apart. So it is a weird situation to be like, yeah, I wish I could FaceTime you. I wish you were here. But then, if we smoked and we watched the show, that'd feel good in the moment to have a friend to do things with or a person to be. But then, when I would envision what I'd want us to develop into and try to work towards that, it would only be me. And I want to do that with somebody. I want to go to the gym with my girlfriend, wife. I want to be able to share at least one fucking completed book. I think under the 10 years you read Manifest Now. Ideal, but there's nothing like. There's just a lot out there, man. The word is very powerful. You know, K through 12 is the written word. The most education that develops all of what we generally know is through a book or a word. And most people get updated at jobs outside of on the experience through a presentation or read this, study this packet, read the instructions here, read. You want to get physically stronger? Tension. This is the other way to help the emotional mental spectrum and then help you cultivate the spiritual with inquiry and curiosity and comparison and reflection. So it's a weird, like, I'm upset that you didn't see the value and how, I mean, you could be upset in that regard, or you could be like, maybe this person's really hurting and in a place where this is the only way they can help themselves. I'd like to have what they call grace and not fawn. But then when I don't fawn, sometimes I feel the anger come out and then I want to be petty and pissy. And I feel like you deserve it. And even though you deserve it, what use is it with so little time left? Do I want you to cry and rage? I want you to like, damn, it was the best case scenario after feeling all this heartbreak and venting for so long. oh, I want you to be so upset over me and then your feelings and then we'll get it together and find somebody else. Or be like, you know what? I won't leave. I'm gonna start today. And then you'll trust her. Is she trustworthy? After what I mean, after the situation, after you use your phone, the whole family back. Do you have to explain anything else? Or do you just have to walk away so you can receive what you truly want? And let her learn her own lessons. Yeah, I think you should let somebody learn their lessons like that. And plus, you never know what time tells, so you could try to project on forever, but where is it? He who holds his breath loses it. He who lets it go finds it. That's the best thing I've heard recently, outside of all the Instagram avoidant, the anxious, and up and down dynamics, and when to let go, and all of that type of shit, when to move on, and just he who holds his breath loses it. He who lets it go finds it. And then I got under that for some reason. You're constantly emitting the signal. The field governs the particle. A whole bunch of shit. But I need to work with that. Let's round this out. Upload it. Or figure out how to upload. Oh, I got one page before chapter 17, bro. It was perfect. Insula, thalamus, dorsal medial prefrontal cortex. In the past few years, researchers and colleagues greater hope for evaluation. Intensive meditation has a positive effect on exactly those brain areas that are critical for psychological self-regulation. Man, waking up. Let's get these hours up. And just free meditation. I don't need the waking up app every day. I don't need a subscription now to meditate. Oh, I like that too. Fuck it. People who feel safe in their bodies can begin to translate the memories that previously overwhelmed them into language. Ooh, putting the pieces together, self-leadership. I've been reading this book, I think, for too long. I mean, months-wise. I just fell off of the habits become so scattered, and I've been interjecting new things. Oh, yeah, I think this is the one. I mean, outside of the Latin theory, this one's pretty good, y'all. There's a whole bunch. Again, stay tuned for the... Let me see if I can carry on. I can, too. I can. This is the current... I need to finish that book so I can... Goddamn, my boy Anton got me this one, too. Fuck it. Hentai, huh? Too much jokes about Rule 34 or some shit. He's like, let me get him that book. Wonder why he needed it, though. You got me this one, and I don't have enough faith to be an atheist, and then I found this one. So I guess 3 out of these, and the Prophet I got for my birthday from my dad, so like 3 out of this stack is not even mine. They're chosen by me, I should say, but they found their way to me, and I'll take it. But yeah, today's just 8:26. This has been a mess of an hour. Highs hitting, but you finish that chapter. It's a good start. You'll say good morning back, and then you will make eggs and toast. Take your multivitamins. Make sure those clothes are on the bed to be folded, and then come back to reading. Yeah, because you gotta leave at like 10. So you don't have the most time, but you really gotta framework the day. But it's gonna be a lot of fucking reading today, you bitch ass nigga. Yeah. Bitch ass nigga, I'm talking to you. I don't give a fuck if it's December 2026. You lucky I'm on your ass, so you got to go where you wanted to go and be who you wanted to be. I'm not, you know what they say about discipline or taking action. Everything that you are is a result of your past self and the environments you found that self in. You made choices, you problem solved, and you projected on a certain way of being that you thought had value. Whether you were hardworking, playful, experiencing life or not. Yeah, you didn't. Now you look back and be like, I'm glad I was in a relationship. I'm glad I was fucking good in a relationship. Never, I mean, to a certain extent to where you see, you never slapped a bitch before. You talk like that, but you never hit a bitch before. You never really, we never had a fight to where you had to scream, you fucking this and that, yada yada yada. So never broke somebody's phone or was overly dramatic. You had a dream though. Asked to see their phone, found some shit after having them reassure you that there was nothing when there was. So shout out to that dream. But yeah. You're welcome, nigga. You're welcome. That's all I gotta say. You're raising your future self every day. The results of that's like how you wake up tomorrow is dependent on how you decided to sleep the day before. So there's this weird continuum of effort and state reflection, and there's gifts you give to yourself through that lens. So I say you're welcome, bro. Yeah, you wanted to crash out. Yeah, you had a rough leaving of a rough 6 months. Matter of fact, to be honest, if we're not even gonna lie, 24. I mean, some things were out of my hands. A lot of things became out of my hands. Some things were in, but at least you grew through it. You literally read through it. You kept literally buying journals, trackers, meditating, getting yoga, and listening to podcasts through it. And I think you're way better because of it. This is the literal cherry on top of the cake, the relationship aspect of it. But otherwise, you're welcome, nigga. And yo, why are these right here? I don't know when the fuck you do these two in the future. This one's half done. And look, if you try DMT, go to Canada, bro. Dude, figure it out. Or get that meditation at a whole new level. But you better be in Japan before 31 or on your birthday. You a fucking sort of guy, bro. I'll beat your ass, nigga. If you don't get to Japan before the Wi-Fi wars or whatever the fuck might come along. The data bank, hard drive, whatever. You know, the free future. The future's open. Dystopian, utopian, collapse. Harmonious evolution. But trying to